look, it's a lesbian from next door!
Hello, my name is Avery, and if you've read the title of this video, you know that I'm going to be talking about Legally Blonde, the musical, but Elle Woods is a lesbian. I'm your friendly lesbian from next door, and I don't see the point in doing musicals with straight people anymore. If for some reason you're watching this and you don't go to NYU, hi. We had a 3-week extension to our classes in person, and I'm so burnt out that I decided I'm gonna do an independent project and take a class a week. So this is basically like an analysis of Legally Blonde, except I didn't finish it because we only have 3 weeks and I was really tired. So yeah, you can pretend like you're part of the creative team and I'm pitching this to you, or you can just watch it because you're interested in Elle Woods being a lesbian. I don't know, just stick around. I'm gonna like direct some stuff verbally, not visually, because we're in a pandemic. So if you don't know Legally Blonde, first of all, where have you been? Second of all, go watch both the movie and the musical right now. Third of all, I'll give a little summary. Elle Woods wants to be with Warner. He dumps her. He goes to Harvard. She gets into Harvard. Uh-oh, law is hard. Emmett Forrest is like a TA or student or lawyer, and he's like, don't worry, I got you, and helps her study. She does good. They get a case about a wife murdering a husband. Elle saves the day, basically, and they live happily ever after, except for Warner and Callahan. The end. Okay, let's start with the characters because that'll give you a good overview of the script changes that I'll get into. Elle Woods, the Elle Woods. Femme lesbian, major comp het for Warner. If you don't know what comp het is, it's a lesbian term, basically like because of the patriarchy and all that, lesbians are sometimes like, oh, I'm attracted to this guy, except they're not. I'll link the lesbian master doc down in the description, so you can go read that or Google it. I'm here to talk about Legally Blonde. Warner stays a man, can be played by a cis man, doesn't have to be played by a cis man, but the character itself is a man. Emmett is a butch, non-binary lesbian, because I said so. Paulette is bi, the hair affair, all female gender non-conforming employees, and also they have a rainbow flag outside of the hair affair because I said so, and I see them a lot in New York, so it's possible. Kyle, Dewey, Elle's parents, all can be played by any gender, and we would obviously change the names / pronouns in the script if the actor wanted to. The frat boys would be mostly butch lesbians, just because I think that's fun. Brooke Wyndham is a lesbian, obviously, and the husband just gets changed to a wife, and the pronouns get changed in the script. Now into the real stuff, script and staging. I've made some changes, and it's not illegal because I'm not putting on a production. So, okay, the first change is really small, just a line in what you want. I changed the party theme from Jamaican Me Crazy to Getting Naughty, spelled N-A-U-T-I, so we can use the same music, but it's better. The second and third changes kind of go together. I'm cutting Harvard variations because, obviously, for both racist and homophobic reasons. And so that also means I had to cut out a line in What You Want because the admissions officers mention the characters in Harvard Variations that we literally never see again. After Harvard Variations, which no longer exists, we pick back up with Elle going up to Warner, and Warner's like, Elle, you're here? And I was like, what? Like it's hard? And then we go to Blood in the Water. And I cut most of the lesbophobic things in here because they're not necessary, but I kept in this one because Callahan says it. So in Blood in the Water, Callahan sings, Miss Hoop's hypothetical question, would you be the right lawyer for the following client? And then describes this like mafia guy who like runs over puppies. And then Enid is like, what, you think I wouldn't defend him just because he's a typical man? And then Callahan is like, oh, you lesbians think you're so tough. And the audience laughs because she's a lesbian. So that's staying in, but the staging and like the way it's all said would help frame it so that the audience isn't laughing at her being a lesbian. And if they do laugh, it's like at Callahan, or they're like, oh, Callahan's being homophobic, basically, is what happens there. So this isn't something I'm cutting, but it's something I wanted to address that I found while going through the script. In Ireland, Paulette is like, oh, Ireland, I love it. I want to date someone who's Irish. And then she sings, girls like you always get to see Ireland. Emmett is an Irish name, Warner is not. Just saying. So we're done with Act 1, doesn't have many cuts. Act 2, however, has a few. In Whipped into Shape, there's a lot of lesbophobia because we have Brooke Wyndham jump roping on the screen, and usually she's not wearing a shirt, and so they always have a need be like, oh, why'd you pause it? And then Enid stays behind and watches it, and then Callahan is like, Enid, and calls her off. So those are getting cut. Next up is Take It Like a Man, which has some issues since Emmett is no longer a man. However, I think it would be fun if we kept it the exact same and they just sang it and they're both lesbians. That would, like, as a lesbian, that would be fun. Obviously, like, maybe that changes as we rehearse, but currently, I'm keeping that. Next section is Gay or European / There Right There, depending on who you ask. Obviously a big section. Pre-Gay or European, Elle bends and snaps, and Warner's like, can you do that again? And then Enid's like, please, and then everyone laughs, because ha ha ha, she's a lesbian. So that line's getting cut. The please, Warner stays in because obviously he's still a straight man. And then we have the song itself, Gay or European, which is quite blatantly homophobic. However, it is a fun song. And I have a lot of fun singing it in the shower. And I have a lot of fun watching it be performed. So my impulse with Gay or European is that it stays in, but A, the joke is not that he's gay. B, Callahan is not a big part of it. So Callahan keeps his first line. I'm not about to celebrate, every trait could indicate a totally straight expatriate, this guy's not gay, I say not gay. That's all he sings. The rest of his lines go to Emmett, because now we have a cast of all gay people, minus Warner, but he can stay because he is a dick throughout the song, and so it fits. And so we have a cast of all gay people trying to figure out if this guy's gay. And obviously, the intention and the writing of it is still not great. Okay, final thought on Gay or European is that currently it's staying in because I think it's fun, and when it's sung by all gay people, it's just kind of a gay group of friends trying to figure out if this other guy is gay, which isn't as offensive as a bunch of straight people trying to figure out if a guy is gay. And if in the rehearsal process we're like, actually this should go or it should be changed, then it would be changed. But currently, it's staying. This is just a short little staging moment, but in the song, Legally Blonde, in the OBC, which you can find the whole thing on YouTube because it was on MTV, there's a part where they go to Elle's dorm and you can see like Elle's desk. And so in the song Legally Blonde, her desk would have a little lesbian flag and a cup on it, which is like nothing big, but it's like the first image I saw when I thought of Lesbian Legally Blonde, so that's just a stage picture for you. Okay, we're nearing the end. So at the end, at the final court case, Brooke is like, you're fired, and then Serena, one of the sorority girls, is like, oh my god, that's so Apprentice. I'm putting that out because I don't like reminders that Trump exists. So that's going. We have an addition. So in the final court scene, Elle comes in and is like, I'm gonna be the lawyer now. And Callahan's like, you can't do that. And then Emmett comes running in and he's like, actually, she can, according to law 3.03. And then Callahan's like, well, she needs an attorney and I'm not gonna do it. And Emmett's like, I'm an attorney, I'm gonna do it. And then Callahan's like, you work for me. And Emmett's like, not anymore. And then Emmett and Elle talk and Emmett's like, you really thought I was just gonna let you get away like that? Here's the addition. Everyone freezes. Spotlight on Elle. This is a reprise of a short section from when they go to Dewey's trailer to get Rufus for Paulette. In that section, Elle sings, "Is this law? Is this the point of law? I'm feeling kind of high." In the court scene, we get a reprise of that, except it's, "Is this love? Is this really love? I'm feeling kind of high." This is so much to the tune of So Much Better, and then she gets cut off because the judge bangs the gavel and everyone unfreezes. Because I just think there should be more romance in a rom-com, because I'm a hopeless romantic. And so I'm adding that little love reprise for Elle. Another addition. Right after Elle wins the case, like right after, the sorority girls start singing and they're like, "Oh my God, it's a dream come true, you won." Adding in a little rom-com moment. I want it to be like Elle and Emmett kiss each other out of like excitement and joy, but it's like they didn't mean to. You know how they do in a rom-com where it's like they kiss and then they're like that, and then the sorority girls and Brooke come over to Elle, and so they can't talk about it immediately, and then we have Emmett hugging Elle, and then Warner comes over to start Find My Way. Final one. So this is in Find My Way, finale song. Elle proposes to Emmett, but it's only 2 lines of lyrics, and I wanted to make it more. Since I cut Harvard Variations, I figured I have the time, and it would still be the same amount as like the original Legally Blonde. So what I've done is I have a work in progress proposal speech. I say speech, but just know that it is sung. And it's a reprise of lines from like Chip on My Shoulder, Take It Like a Man, and So Much Better, and also some Find My Way tunes. I haven't like done any music stuff for it, but I'll just put it on the screen and read it to you. We have the usual, I'm standing here today, because you helped me find my way. And then the chorus is like, ah, 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 ah. And then Elle sings this. I put my faith in love, I followed where it led, to a person who saw through the blonde, who went above and beyond, who helped me find my way. So if you could give me a second before we all go, Emmett Forrest, please make me the happiest woman I know. Oh my, oh my, oh my God. So yeah, a longer proposal speech, just because I want to give them more romance now that I have this extra time. And I just really love like Elle Woods and Emmett Forrest together. So that is everything that I have currently. I hope you enjoyed. I hope maybe it inspired you a little bit. Maybe you go watch Legally Blonde right now. Who knows? It's not very in-depth because I worked really hard on it for like 3 weeks straight, and then I got really tired and I stopped. But maybe I'll get back into it over the summer and I'll do another video on it. Yeah, goodbye.